Hey, it's Joy, and I'm back with another episode, Creative Speak Podcast. And I am here in Philadelphia, PA, at Uncle Bobby's Coffee and Books. I'm in the back, got a lot of nice people doing some stuff, so this is like live recording. You are so fun. And this will not be edited because I need them to know that none of this is scripted. So I traveled all the way from Staten Island, New York, to hold this really exclusive interview with the lovely Riecee Siren. And she agreed to come meet and sit down and talk with me. So my Gen Z co-host, Marquise, forgot our headphones. I have no idea what this volume is going to sound like, but we're going to go for it. So, hello, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm so glad you came. I really want her to stand up so she could do this head to toe fit that she has on right now because I'm feeling like her jacket is hand painted.
It
I feel like
is.
that. Can I do that? Is that embarrassing?
No.
No? I love this. Just pull your sleeve out.
She said just
Not
pull
playing
your
with her.
sleeve out.
Oh
Well,
my
I rolled it
gosh.
up.
I can't. Oh, y'all don't even have an understanding of how amazing this looks from here. But we'll get into all of that. So, Riecee Siren is a Christian creative that I met at the Philadelphia Christian Fashion Week.
Yes.
She was there featuring her clothing line, Legend Rose, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to give a little, I don't know if I could cap everything that God uses her to do, but I know that she is a fashion designer. She is a singer, songwriter, and she is also a preacher of the gospel. Um, and probably a whole lot more things. Oh, I saw a makeup artist. We're gonna talk about that too. I saw makeup. Yeah, I don't know if she want to claim that or not, but I said it. So yeah, come on with all them gifts, all them gifts. Did I miss anything else?
Rapper.
I forgot lyricist too. This is a lot. Okay, so I'm here. I'm here to talk like real. This ain't no script. I don't got no questions lined out. We just gonna go on and let God get into it.
Well, they can't script me no way. They've
She
learned that
can't.
the hard way.
Just she ain't got no scripts. You can't box her. This I know. I've seen. So I think I'm gonna talk mainly first. Just you as a person. How about we start? No, no, no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because all of those pieces
Right.
come from one person.
They do.
One person. So maybe just like sharing, like, how do you view your own self, just in terms as a woman, with all of that.
Um, how do I view myself? I don't know. To me, I'm normal, but I am well aware that I think from the outside looking in, I'm like an enigma to people, and I'm actually cool with that. I embrace that deeply. But to me, it's very normal. All the creative stuff is very outletish because I'm very introverted, like extreme introvert.
Really?
Yeah, when you give me a microphone, that is when you see like the real me. But I learned early on that people only understand me when I have a microphone. So when I don't have a
Whoa.
mic, people don't. They're not with it. It's very who does she think she is, and it's very nasty.
Real.
So
Wow.
I used to be like outgoing. People don't. I wish my mom was still alive, but people don't remember, and life kind of shaped this version of me.
Yeah.
However, I think it was necessary because sometimes we do too much, and you need to protect certain parts of you.
Certain
So I
parts.
actually think all of it worked together for the good. But I'm kind of this thing people don't really understand, and I understand that most people don't want to understand. People actually like drawing conclusions, so I let them. I don't care. And it also protects me at the same time. And then people who want to come in, if I feel you're safe, I'll let you in. So I'm like the little enigma. Like they come by and point in the window, like, what is that? And what? And I let them. And and then the people who actually want to come in the store and
We'll
talk to
come in
me,
and look
they'll come in and
a little
yep.
bit further. I mean, the fact that you spoke about introversion, like I know usually the most creative minds tend to be people that fester and keep a lot of things. And I mean, for some of the reasons you stated, it was from a protection place too. Um, so because you're so introverted, when you're trying to express, do you feel like pouring out is almost overwhelming because it's so bottled up, or are you able to like ration out whatever it is you want to express through the things you do?
No, it is very therapeutic. Like it feels like breathing. It feels like
I
breathing.
like that term, breathing. Almost something that helps you to kind of like exist,
Yes,
you know?
to like make all the other time make sense. Like we'll live for this moment. We'll spend all week like this just to get to do this on the weekend. Like it's very
You
like that.
you mentioned too, that I was listening. You mentioned also about um, feeling like you're only understood when you have a microphone in your hand. Is that because of the platform that you utilize through music? Or is it just because it makes sense? Like I can identify she's an artist or someone performing because she has a mic.
I don't think they understand anything they see until I get a mic. Like, for instance, with women per se, and men do the same thing to men, but most women, because there is a lack of esteem or confidence, when you see another woman who has it, instead of being like, I love that about her, who she is
Yeah.
very like that. And so because I've always had these big dreams. I always wanted to be this huge artist and stuff. So I was told and taught you carry yourself like who you are. I, since I was young, have always believed like I'm already a star. I'm waiting for the fame, but I'm already a star. So I carry myself that way. It's not an arrogant thing. It's just I feel like you should dress a certain way. Look,
It's just like a personal
yeah,
almost affirmation of like
yes,
this is that why
yes.
supernova is on your tag?
My brother called me that one time. He
Ah.
called me a supernova, and I put that on my Instagram. But that's the only time I make. Once they see me with a mic, then it's okay because now they can be a fan. So now it's okay to be a fan of her because she's supposed to have fans. But just in regular life, yeah, we're
Trying
not.
to figure out. So,
Yeah.
and that is also another thing as a creative, that we kind of we all have a different way of handling that, right? We all have a different like perception, or some of us are fueled by it. Some of us take that and we give out even better. Some of us do retreat sometimes. Do you ever feel like well, I mean, now clearly you do not care. See, that's another thing that she and I just really possess together, because I don't care either.
And people who don't care don't
Yeah,
announce it. They
yeah, we
just
just don't, right?
correct.
So, but there were times, and I know in my own
Yeah.
experience, it did affect me to a certain
Yes.
extent. Do you have like strong memories, or like at least experiences where you struggled with not being understood?
Yeah. It was pretty much my whole life. I would have quit church if I didn't have a real relationship with God. Like that would have ended a long. And the bad thing about it was I went to church with family, so it was double edged sword. It was a mess. It caused a lot of scars.
Yeah.
However, I wouldn't I wouldn't have arrived where I am without all of that. That's what people don't understand, because there are a lot of people who will call me or text me because I am the poster child for survival. So when stuff goes on, they hit me up, but they don't realize you hit me up because I've been there. And
Right.
so when you give them big boy, big girl advice, people don't want to embrace
They
that. You
really
learn
can't take
people
it.
just want to be petted. They want to be stroked, but they don't
Many
actually want to
times.
grow up, because
Many
growing up
times.
is what helps to heal those things.
Yeah.
So I have a litany of horror stories where people were just terrible, but I wouldn't now take any of it away because I wouldn't
It
be
made you.
I wouldn't be
That's
who
good
I am.
talking. And it's always good, to get to a place where you really can embrace your experiences.
Yes.
And I love the fact that I'm talking to you, and even though we're talking around things that are like, I don't want to say sensitive, but things that are personal, or things that are like powerful in making you, that it's coming back to me from a positive escape, because sometimes we harbor it, and
Yes.
we can get bitter. And I like
Yes.
that you said, you know what, I needed that to
Yes.
get me to where I am. So I wanna come back into, because when you talk, you speak in so many pieces. I told her that she's very fascinating to me, not an enigma, but I would just say as an expression of God. And I say that because God will never be understood, never. And I find that He is in anything that I don't understand. I'm gonna let y'all write
That
that down.
was that was huge.
Okay? That's what I understand
That
about
was
God.
huge.
So
Wow.
for me, I told her it's taking me so much time to like get through trying to, and I'm not gonna say understand you, because I will limit God that way. I don't need to understand you. I need to know it's Him. That's all I need, is to know it's Him, and I know it is. So I was telling her that, just looking through her social media platforms, like I get a little bit of the singer, then I get a little bit of the preacher, then I get a little bit of the designer, and I get all those different things to try to go. But what I do like that is in the center of everything that you are expressing is your relationship with God. That you are boldly standing on that platform, like, regardless of what you might think a relationship with God looks like, this is mine's, right? So you mentioned that. You said, I would have made these other decisions unless I didn't have that relationship. How important is that relationship for you to be able to continue to do what you're doing?
He is the center of everything. Like there is a plethora of things that have taken place that I never would have lived through without God. And what people don't understand, and it's encouraging to hear you say that, because I think Christians do too much of this that we can never live up to. And so then when we get in trouble, there's no grace because you
Yeah.
didn't look like a human. You
Yeah.
looked like a super Christian. And then when things happen, now you want grace, but you didn't present yourself as a human.
Very true.
And I think it's more important to live it and let people see. So even if I don't ever say Jesus, for the culture I live in, the stuff you don't see me post should
Right.
tell you. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so everything I do, I'm always conscious because I do not ever, 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 ever want him to look crazy behind anything I've done. Because he has been the only thing that has been consistent. He's been the only anchor. He's been the only love. So him being okay in the center of it is important. Like even you said the makeup, and I am not a makeup artist. Praise the
I've
Lord.
seen her do all kinds of things with foundations. I saw you.
You
You
see,
better figure out.
you
Tell me.
see
So what is
conceal.
this?
You see concealer because I don't even wear foundation. So let me tell you why I do it.
She gonna tell me why she do it.
I
Come
am
on, tell
because
me
I'm
why you do it.
explaining it.
Tell me why. Come on
I'm
now.
tired of what I just said.
This makeup. Come on.
So I do like eyeshadow, concealer because I have bags that you could pack and go to Paris in under my eyes. So, side effect of my mother dying. So, we gotta. But I do the bare minimum. Like, I don't wear foundation. I don't contour because I don't look like me when they do that. And there's no knock to anyone. Some people look great transformed. I do
My
not.
goodness.
So, I am one of those people you just enhance, but you can't transform. And so I think a lot of people are that way. And women who see it and don't like all of that will just say, I don't need that. But you can still see their self esteem is in the basement.
Yeah.
And so my thing is don't just accept not liking how you look. Like there are other solutions.
Yeah.
So just do the lighter
Just
side
do
of
the
it.
light
You know
side.
what I
I'm light
mean?
side today, guys. I'm
Yes.
a very light foundation today. I too know about the bags. We're gonna talk about how many each of us have off camera. Y'all not gonna get in our business like that. But I have the bags as well. So that's okay. So when you're doing makeup, it's almost as not just giving tips, but do you feel like it's a, because makeup is very empowering. It
Yes,
is.
it is.
Makeup is empowering, and you can have a healthy relationship with makeup.
Yes.
And I like that you said I'm not for transformation. That's
Not
good.
on me.
enhancement.
Yes.
And I like that because that's highlighting what's good about you
Yes.
versus trying to erase everything. And
Correct.
we're not going to do any of that for y'all ladies or men, right? We're not even going to have that conversation. But I get what you're saying.
Yes.
So I see what you say, not makeup artist, but that's a part of you
Yes.
that you share with your people.
Like if you sat down and wanted me to contour you up, you wouldn't look a mess. I don't even know what that like. I don't even. And I watched them do it, and it's a real art.
It is an art form.
But
It is an
I
art
had
form.
it done to me once or twice, and I was like,
That's not
yeah,
going to be
no,
what I
like
need.
this is not good. But I also want. I just want women who be like, I don't need all that. That's all. That's when you know, like they don't like how they look,
Yeah.
but they don't know what to
They
do.
don't
And
not really
so
sure.
I just want
It's a
them to
good
know
point.
there's something
There's
else that you
something you
can do.
could kind of do as an
But
alternate.
don't just feel bad about yourself. You when you feel better about how you look, you act different.
You sure do.
You do. And
Say so.
I think too many women just I'm too busy and I'm too you ain't never too busy to feel good. Like that's not
I
okay.
like that. Never too busy to
So
feel good. That's
that's
good.
really why I do it. I
That's
hope
good.
some people come by and they're like, I like that. It
No, I've
just
seen it, and it's creative. It's catching. So the way you do it, it makes me like look. You speed it up. You have the drawers,
have
and you
to because
get.
it take forever.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna watch all that.
so listen, she's also and see that again is you. And I want to come back to that. That's a good place for me to step into the next. I am really big, like we spoke a little bit off camera, of utilizing every aspect of yourself. And again, don't nobody come for me if you was on the podcast talking, because I'm not talking about you. I'm not. I promise. I'm talking about my sister over here. I'm talking about y'all. But I was so excited to sit down and I told you this, talk to someone that was utilizing so many different gifts from God at the same time. And as creatives, a lot of us have multiple things going on. And I'm speaking as a multifaceted one as well. I thought I was losing my mind most of my life. I mean, I almost felt like I was a failure because I would have one in my hand for this season, and then here comes another one for this season, and then sometimes three and four, and then drop and pick and up and down, and I was trying to find my thread to like
Right.
get it all out. How do you juggle it? Do you just let God lead you, or do you have your own calendar of I'm gonna work on this, and then like how do you do all of that?
The only thing that is calendar is Makeup Monday.
Makeup
Um,
Monday.
but the rest of it is very. We were talking before this started, and you said how being busy is important, and it really is.
Yeah.
Being productive
Yes.
is important, and I am well aware of no matter how long it takes, I'm supposed to be wealthy. And if I don't work all of it,
Come on, work
then
ethics.
it will never, people won't know. It won't look like to God that I'm trying to work.
That's
People
right.
don't realize a lot of things He gives you, He's giving you an out.
Yeah.
A lot of us are supposed to have multiple businesses. A lot of us are supposed to be doing multiple things.
Y'all better
But
listen up.
we don't even see ourselves that way. So we're not even picking up on the fact like that's a business and that's a business and that's a book and that's a this and that's a that. And so just trying to embrace all of that, A, to keep me productive, but B, to also show God, like, I'm ready when you are, bro. Like, you can pull the
Love.
trigger whenever you want, and I ain't gonna drop it. My thing when I came into this year was, if I don't master nothing else, I just want to master consistency. Because the truth is,
I feel like I'm in a spoken word cafe. Snap. That was a snap.
I
Dropping
don't,
these jewels.
believe it or not, I hate social media. If I didn't need it,
Listen to me.
if I didn't need it for music, for fashion, even for preaching to a degree, there is a degree of that to it. That's just the truth.
Listen.
I'd be off it because I hate it.
just got on it. I've only been consistent on it, honestly, for the last 2 years for myself. Not even two. I wouldn't even say that long because I just I didn't have the consistency. Like you said, I would go in and out of moods and days
Yes.
I ain't got time, and
Yes.
the way that works, and it just is opposite of myself. I'm
Yes.
a tangible person. I'm a like I did, yeah. So I get it.